There you go, buddies. Come on in, Palin. Good morning, genius. How's it going? How we do? Come on in, Hansen. I went to put in the slightly ominous. I went to put in the title for the stream, and I put in Thursday, and it automatically. Usually, it comes up with like breakfast. If I put in any day of the week, it'll automatically suggest breakfast. But when I put in Thursday, it suggested murder. I was like, oh. Because I guess it's used to me typing the Thursday Murder Club when we read it for book club. So I almost called it Thursday Murder with the Buns. I'm like, oh, not quite the same vibes. I'm sorry your eyes are still strained, Handsome. Is there anything you can do to help, or will it just sort of pass with time? Good morning, Kinetic. Good morning, Shadow. First day for murder, apparently. Good morning, David. Morning, Rob. Good morning, Ginge. Good morning, Zara. Only rest of no screens. And what are you looking at the moment? Dear, oh dear. We're going to have to ban one of my own mods. There's still some over here. There you go. There you go. It's still a screen if there's bunnies on the screen. See if you're going to do a heckin' murder. No. No, she's an angle. She's a little angle. Oh, bunnies. My two ravenous bunnies. I do have a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Have I ever fed you before? I swear I remember feeding you before. I swear this isn't the first time you've ever had food. And yet, for all appearances. Dear oh dear. I'll lurk and listen until right time. Okay. You make sure you take care of yourself. So I got distracted by a Gerry bum tuft. First time ever. First time they've ever been fed. Never seen pellets before in their lives. Bunnies are meant to have really good noses, and yet sometimes they'll have pellets right in front of them. I guess pellets aren't that pungent of food, but sometimes they'll just sniffle snaffle right over them. Twitch chat is balked for you. Are you on mobile? Sometimes it seems to balk on mobile. Do you want the last part of your pellets? Okay, here you go. Come on, dear. Da-da-da-da. How are you still so ravenous? I do not understand. No one has badges and my name is Blue. Good morning, Harry. Yeah, mine is odd as well. Like, a lot of people just, their names are grey. But I never see badges. But it's, yeah, I saw Palin first thing and was like, Palin has a grey name. Palin is always blue. Well, purpley blue. There you go. That is genuinely all of them now. Empty bowl. Empty bowl for proof. Sozzles. Good morning, honey. Morning, cow. Good morning, Stephnos. On mobile, half the names are grey for me. Oh, Palin, you're back to your normal colour for me now. Slowly coming in. No mod badges in chat. Yeah, you're undercover mods today. I'm missing the buns. Yeah, they are good buns. I miss seeing the buns when I don't see the buns. Gerry, there's still one there. Gerry, what this? What that? What that? You're going to feel like you've missed out now, even though you probably ate twice as many because you're a quicker muncher. this rare treat of having a lap Fifi. Oh my goodness. The bunnies are, oh, that's Fluff. I was wondering why they weren't eating it. I was like, there's a teeny tiny pellet there. Why are they not having it? There they go. They serve no more purpose to them now. Good morning, Dave. Morning, Chaotic. They've had their pellets. They are done. Yeah, I got a call yesterday from the vet whilst I was on stream, but in case anyone missed it, it's looking a bit like, I mean, it might be, it's difficult to know. The vet wants to do investigation on Gerry, to do with kidney levels, but the problem I have is that I'm sort of convinced that the bad wheeze that I'm seeing are from Fifi, so I don't know whether to put both bunnies through it or whether I don't know. It's a bit of a difficult one. The problem is so I don't fully understand it, and I don't know if anyone here is a medical person who would understand such things, but there's they do tests and they talk about their kidney levels, and if they're high, then I guess it's bad, like if they're higher than they should be. But I don't really understand what that means, because I understand it being a bad thing, but I don't really understand the actual implications of it. Like, does it mean that they're getting a high level of something that the kidney shouldn't be producing? Or does it mean that it's like, oh no, sniffy boy? Or does it mean, I don't know. So, but whatever it is, a marker in the blood for kidney activity means that the kidneys are working hard for some reason. Oh, okay. So, Gerry, my poor boy. I keep getting a preview stream audio alongside what I'm actually watching. I could hear a Scott swearing yesterday and it turned out to be a background Limmy. Oh. Gerry? Why you got them snuffers? Can you shift whatever it is? So they're gonna do some urinary tests on Gerry, and he's gonna have a little like ultrasound of his bladder as well. The ultrasound I'm not too scared for, but both of them do involve a sedation, and sedation is always scary, and now that they're older bunnies it's even more scary. But it's not like a full GA or anything, it's just like a, like a light sedation, so it's not like, it's not as bad as it could be, but it's not as good as it could be. And yeah, and then their levels of the problem that they both have gone up as well, so they're both going to go back onto the like suppressant for that, which is a drug called Panacure. So they're both going to have like a month or so course of that, which they're never happy with. And to top it off, because Metacam can affect the kidneys, we're going to trial Gerry off of Metacam. And that tends to be what suppresses his sneezing a bit, so he might start sneezing even more. So we're going to have to up his nebulizing. It's just this big balancing act of trying to figure out like what is helping more than it's hindering, sort of thing. Tried to post, thank you very much for the 15 months. Good morning, I hope you are doing good. Yeah, I think sedation is always a bit scary, but it's just one of those things. Good morning, Thomas. So yeah, next week is going to be a very trying week, I think. Because there's the different levels of like you know, it could all just go right. And then it just turns out it was just a little blip. And it's just his kidneys were working hard that day and everything's fine. Or it could turn out to be something worse, or it could turn out to be, I don't know. There's too many levels for me to try and consider. So I just tend to naturally go straight into underlying constant panic mode. So I think I will just be like that until I know. Thank you, David. I hope everything goes well. Yeah. I don't know if you realise, but I love these bunnies very much. So they are a big hecking concern of mine. You're just tooth purring and looking at me, Gerry. Why don't you come over here for cuddles? Do a tooth purr over here for big snuggles. I had a Harlequin lot growing up who thought she was a dog. Ah, very cuddly badoo. Good morning, owls. Maybe if I move over to the blankie. Oh, look, you can still see your carrot juice from yesterday. It's stained a bit. Morning, Fodian. The problem is, I've not really had a chance to, in an ideal world, I would take a day off to literally just, sit with the bunnies and watch, and every time they wee, I check who does which wee. So maybe that is going to just have to be my day on Saturday, where I just stare at the litter tray until I know whose wee is whose, whomst wees, and then I might actually be able to tell the vet. Do you know what I've done? I've done a weird thing, and so those of you who are unaware of book club happens on the last Sunday of every month, unless sometimes if it's February where the month is shorter, it might be the first Sunday of the next month. We just allow an extra week or so. And for some reason I put it on this Saturday, and I'm the reason I was saying should I do it on last Saturday instead of Sunday if we were going to do the last Sunday of the month was because I had the wrestling on Sunday. So I was well, I can't do book club then. But why I've put it on this Saturday, I don't know. I'm why didn't I just put it on the Sunday? And now I've got myself really paranoid that I'm busy on Sunday and I've forgotten. Whereas I don't think I've got anything this Sunday. So I don't know. I do not know. I did do a poll, but I don't for the life of me know why I didn't do it for Saturday. Oh, Sunday. Wait, was the Sunday included in the one? Oh, was it everyone else who chose not to do that Sunday? That makes sense then. Okay, because I was thinking, why would I have arranged it for that day? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I just got thrown off. Yeah, Rob, I think you're right. I think the kidneys are to do with the big drinking as well. Because Gerry has been doing a lot more. Again, I assume it's Gerry just because I've seen him drinking. Whereas I don't really know. It could be Fifi because I just don't have the time to sit and watch what the... Oh, she do be digging. Wait there. Wait there. Wait there, baby boy. Hang on. What? Hello. Hello. Are you a monster? Are you a monster? Can I put this down onto here? Can I scooch? Scooch. No, Fifi. I need to move that across and put this here. There you go. You can dig this. Can you dig it? Yes, you can. Well, no, not yet. There we go. Okay, you have fun with that. Nice. Come on, Gerry, back to cuddle positions. Yeah. Oh. You're meant to be doing your crime. It's not food, I'm afraid, Fifi. Not yet. Not yet. You're going on a seal boat tour today. Ah, nice. Nice. That does sound good. Is it one of those ones that has the glass bottom boat as well? So you can see the sea life. Don't know how I'd get on with one of those. I've never been on one of those types of boats. I imagine it could be quite cool, or it could be quite scary. We're going to Seal Island. Ah, well, that does sound like a very good place to see them. Glass bottom boats make me seasick. I guess the thing is, like, you're meant to look out to the horizon, aren't you, if you get seasick? To sort of adjust your eyes to the thing, to the movement. Whereas I guess if you're looking down, it's like if you're using your phone in a car or something and it makes you seasick. It's like I've had to sometimes stop reading. I never used to get travel sick on the bus, and then when I started reading on the bus, sometimes it does set me off. Praying for a dolphin appearance. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Never know. Good morning, Monday. Yeah, the bunnies have had their pellets. Had their breakfast. I've been on so few boats, so I have no idea if I'm seasick. I get very seasick. I remember when we used to go on holiday when I was little, I'd get like car sick in the car and then seasick on the boat and then car sick again on the other side. It was just just motion. Can't handle motion. Emotions or motion. Apparently, I don't know how true this is. Apparently, if you sit on newspaper, it's meant to help if you get travel sick. But I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's just because you're constantly thinking, like, why am I sat on newspaper? And it confuses you out of thinking it. But I think also ginger, having like some ginger just before is very good for settling the stomach. And you can get travel sickness bans and stuff as well. I tried it once as a child and it worked, but I think it was just coincidence. You never know. Never know. It's crazy when Lydia would get motion sickness playing those games with Tom. Yeah, like I don't think I've ever had. Well, actually, I think I did have motion sickness once. On a game, but it was Limewood will remember what it's called. What was that VR MMO thing? I think when I first played that and they hadn't properly like calibrated it in some way. It was like a very early version when they first sort of released it for people to try. A Township Tale, yeah. When I played that, I think they just hadn't like something about the head bobbing or something that I did end up having to stop playing because I was feeling sick. But I've never had it on like a non-VR game. Look at this baby boy. Look at this boy. I got so sick with the first... What's PlayStation VR. I was trying to think if that was like a game called PSVR, and I was thinking, what would that be? Didn't translate in my head straight away. I had like weird motion stuff. I didn't feel motion sick, but I just could not tell for the life of me which way I was meant to be stood up. With I don't know the name of the game. I played the demo of it, and you basically, your hands were grappling hooks, and you were meant to like swing through the woodland. And just the fact that my mind was trying to tell my body that it was meant to be like lurching around and swinging everywhere, I kept just falling over. I could not just tell myself to stand up straight. I had to get Alex to hold me because I kept just falling over. But yeah, turns out being Spider-Man is hard. Yeah, it do be. Can I do VR games? Yeah, I think VR like makes sense if you do something like what's big space game? Like if you're playing Elite Dangerous, if you're playing something like Elite and you're just like sat there in a cockpit sort of thing flying around, like that sort of thing is good because your mind is obviously thinking, I'm sat down, but I'm sat down in this place instead. Whereas the ones that are more movement where you're just stood still, I think it can get a little bit confusing. It's like I prefer when you get games where you can do the movement where you're just sort of jumping around, like sending yourself to different spots rather than doing smooth movement. There's a cool PS4 puzzle one where your hands were locked in the box thing and you use the controllers to manipulate the box. VR is very cool. I wish I really should like set up my headset and play more of it because I know people sort of poo-poo it as being a bit useless, but yeah. Sometimes I move my legs IRL while I'm moving in VR. It helps a bit. I would love to try one of those ones that is, when you get to go on that, like, oh. Fifi just sent the jangly ball flying. What was I going to say? Oh, when you get to stand on the treadmill thing, the treadmill that can go in like any direction. I'd be sort of curious to try one of those, but goodness knows where you can try them. Probably at just Gamescoms or something. What VR headset do I have? That is a very good question because I've sort of forgotten because I'm not really a tech person. I just like do things. But hello, travel. I had an Oculus something. Maybe a Rift? I don't know. I got it from doing a brand deal. So whatever that brand deal... Oh, I thought you had an Oculus Quest 2. There you go. That's what I've got. It's whatever I did the brand deal for. I got to keep the headset. You would have thought the number of times they make you say the brand and the thing that you're using that it would be cemented into my head in the same way as GeForce Now. But apparently not. With the VR painting... No, it was the one I did with Ped and Rithian and someone else. And we played the really cool game that I can never remember the name of, where you do like... It's basically like playing a board game. Sort of the dungeon one, yeah. But I can never remember what it's called. And even when I do see what it's called, I can never remember how you pronounce it. But I can't remember what it is to remember how I even pronounce it. But yeah, that brand deal that we did, I got to keep that headset. This was a few years ago. Because it was still sort of semi-lockdowny time. So I think it must have been like 2021, and Alex had just got back from San Francisco. I remember that much. Yes, that's the one, Demio. But I never know if it's Demio or Demio. Yes. Yes. That do be the one. It was really good. I really enjoyed that game. And then kept the headset, but could never work out how to connect it to my computer. Because I did think, now I've got a headset, maybe I could do some like VR streams. Because Bree used to do them, didn't he? And he could always get chat up on his, like, he'd have a button on the handset and that would bring up chat. And I was like, oh, I could try doing that. But yeah, I could just never get the two things to link to each other. For some reason. I'd go through all the steps and then it would just stop. Speaking of which, oh my gosh, Startenders is very good. Do you know what? I've not actually played Startenders since a very early development version. I've never played it since it released, and I should actually give it a proper go. But yeah, I did enjoy it a lot. VR playtest when someone has made that. It's not an official thing, but someone made like first person playtest as like a modded version. What was I gonna say? I got distracted. Oh, that was, have I tried out Mika? Oh yeah, and the Witch Mountain. I've got a key for that. So I was going to play that next week. That was going to be my either Monday or Tuesday game. Because I played the demo of it. I recorded me playing the demo of it, but I can't remember if I released a video of it or not. And then I was going to give it a proper go on Monday. I saw on Twitter someone was making playtest in Minecraft. Oh my gosh. I love the idea of someone playing playtest in VR and just having to like wave their arms around to chop everything like the chef does. But there's a game that we played. I mean, it wasn't like playtest, but it was a cooking one that we also did on that brand deal, but I can't remember what it's called. But I remember we were having to like throw ingredients around to each other and make like sandwiches. Was it that you made sandwiches for adventurers or something? I can't remember. It was that was fun. It was chaos, but it was fun. I guess that was a bit more overcooked than a playtest. But I think I've soft locked myself out of Tumblr, and I'm really sad about it because I might not have. There might be some sort of salvation that I can skip around, but I basically spent ages last night looking up tutorials and walkthroughs and how-tos and all of this stuff, and it just kept on sending me round in a big circle of like, so there's a quest I cannot do because I did another quest too early when it told me to do it. Stupid me deciding to do a quest when I'm given it. And I killed a particular monster, and then you get another quest later on in a place that I hadn't even visited yet. You get a quest and it tells you to kill the same monster for them to drop an item. But the problem is that monsters, they do not respawn. And so now I cannot get that quest. And every other quest is like, well, first go to this place and get it. And then like, okay, how do I get to that place? And it's like, well, you get the quest item from the monster to go there. And I'm like, okay, I can't do that though. And it just kept sending me around in circles of like, well, to do this, you need to go there, but to go there, you need to go here. And to go there, you need that to have done that quest. And I'm just like, oh, oh no. So yeah, I don't know if I can do it. But it might be. There's literally, I went through every single location and every single quest to find out if there's anything I can do to progress. And I found one quest. So this is my salvation. This is my possible one way out of this. I'm going to do that quest. And if that helps me get to a new place that maybe resets the other thing, then I might be able to carry on playing. But if not, I might be done so. What game is that? It's called Tumba or Tumbi or Tomba, as Tom calls it. Good morning, Sparky. But yeah, I might be done in. But I kept watching through Let's Plays of it, and people would just be like, well, of course, you go and do this now. And I'm just like, what do you mean, of course? I just, something about like 90s game logic is just wild. Just, there was no, I mean, maybe it's like back in the day when you got the like PlayStation physical games, PS1 games, and they would have those big chunky manuals, and maybe in that manual, if you had the physical copy, it would say, you don't want to kill these monsters until you've done this, of course, and you would know. But I could not know. Morning, Neruvid. But yeah, like back in the old days where, wasn't there a Metal Gear game where it would like break the fourth wall and tell you that you had to read something on the actual physical box? And wasn't there another one where you had to actually like turn off the PlayStation for it to work? You had to it was like, turn off the game now. You'd be like, what? The old adventure games had such weird logic too sometimes. Yeah, it do be like that. I'm so sad because I wanted to. Oh, bye-bye, Harry. I hope all goes well. So you had to plug a controller into the Player 2 port. What if you didn't have a second controller? Or I guess, were you allowed to swap yours over? But yeah, I don't know. I'll be very grumpy if I've played as far as I have and it has kicked me out of it. Like I have locked myself out of the game. But it is what it is. It is what it is. When you used to get all the copy protection stuff in the boxes. I've still got my PlayStation 1 games upstairs. Maybe I'll go and read through some manuals. Try and get myself into 90s logic. Try and see what the creators of Tumba could have possibly been thinking. Because, after all, I believe you found a way to 100% Spyro. Nope, that was broken. Never got to 100% that. Because that game just bugged. And it was impossible to get through. Have you ever played Tunic? I really enjoyed Tunic. I wish I had have carried on more. That's one of those ones that I keep meaning to play a bit more of. Because I did one stream of it and then never really went back to it. But yeah. Oh. Him got itchy ear. Oh. There he go. Spyro replay for 100%. You know, I have been tempted to do that. But then I thought, could I really put everyone through watching me play it all again? Maybe I could just play that one. And I think the idea of going back to the first game and having to do the swampland again it's too much. Maybe I could do the first and second games off stream and then just 100. Or maybe I could just wipe the third one and start that one again. Just because I want to see them all next to each other. Like, completed. So maybe I can just redo the third one. Instead of, look at all this Gerry I stole. So much Gerry. Oh. I was just about to see what crime you were up to. What were you doing? What are you doing? It's just so frustrating because it's like, it's not like you've missed anything in the game. It's just that the game, like, something bugged and didn't trigger. And if I had known at the time, I would have gone back and just redone that bit. So I could have just got it, but I didn't realize, like, because you don't know, because I was playing it for the first time, so I was like, oh, I just assume this is meant to, like, this is okay to do. Turns out it was not okay to do. Key. Come on in, Malamba. What if I hide here and wait for a bunny to come to me? Hello, it worked. It worked. I had that this week where an NPC for one collectible is just not there where they should be. Yeah, I've had that for Tumber as well. Like, there's a thing I finally unlocked, and it's like, okay, so the walkthrough just says, so you go through here, and then there'll be a dwarf on the other side for you to talk to, and you talk to them, and he unlocks the next quest, and he's just not there. And I'm like, well, what can I do about that? So I went all the way back round and went through again, still not there. I'm just like, okay, how do I do this? Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Beep. So, yeah, it might be a little bit scuppered. Bye-bye, Fifi. Oh, I can hear Gerry on the toilet. When he gets off of the toilet, I will lure them over and they can have their treats. Though I think he's going to be a bit angry today because it has cucumber in it. Trying to give them very, like, high water content things at the moment to try and flush through whatever's going on with these kidneys of theirs. In one game, a quest NPC fell down a hill and I couldn't get to them, so I couldn't complete the game. No! My dog is loving cucumber right now. Happy when it was warm, yeah. Oh, they've both gone in there. Do you know what? If they're both going to go in there, I might also use this opportunity to run for a wee and just put you lot in charge. Oh, jeez. Okay, no wee for me. Hi. It's because I moved the bowl. I moved the bowl and they knew. Okay, come on then, bunnies. Let's get your munchy treat. Oh my goodness. Okay, hang on. Over here. And then round over here. Can I get you in a more A more both of you facing the camera style fashion. Gerry's little bum. Okay, let me move these onto here. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Right. That's too low down, isn't it? That's okay, I can run for a wee afterwards. I didn't realize just how juicy that salad was gonna be. It's just so much dribbled onto the blanket. Gerry has little red lips at the moment, I think. Oh my gosh. Gerry. Oh, bless he. Are you interested in the Sherlock Holmes games at all? I don't know if I know which ones you mean. Are there new ones that are out? Or are there old ones? I know there's like... Wasn't there one where you would get followed around? They're all just on sale right now. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a look. Don't think how you like mystery like that. Yeah, I think I've seen them before. I've seen one in particular because I remember seeing a clip from one where Watson, yeah, the teleporting Watson one. That's the one I was thinking of, where he just kept on following the person round. I'm gonna have to. Fifi's eye is very weepy. Oh, come here, come here. There you go. I know you didn't enjoy that. Oh, Fifi. Is it okay now? Can I have a little peepers? Hello. Hello. Oh, there we go. Bless her. Look at that. Look at that. You never saw her move, it just appeared when you looked away. Yeah, like a bloomin' weeping angel or whatever. I don't know what it is about when Fifi eats, but something about when she eats, it makes her eye weep more. I don't know if it's just the angle of her head or something makes it smush down, or I don't know. Dear oh dear. Oh, everyone's got badges back. But yeah, I normally have little cotton pads that I'll wipe her eye with, but they're quite difficult to get out when I've only got one hand. So I just had to go for a tissue today. But they're a bit easier to wipe her eye with because they're a bit smoother and softer than than tissues, which can be quite easily scrumpled. But yes. Dear oh dear. What is going on with this? What is going on with this molt, Gerry boy? How do you have... It's got little peeping windows on the side. Hansan, you go and close your eyes. No more straining them. No more screens. Go close them. Or I'll ban you. Don't make me do it. I hope they get better soon. Rest up. Bye bye. And even if Rob can't do the raid, we can just do a manual raid. Is fine. Is fine. These little thighs are so fluffy. Bless he. Bless he. Look at all this. What is this? What are this, Gerry boy? I have to go into the office straight away after stream, and I realised I've not planned out my escape route very well. As in, I'm still in my pajamas. I probably should have got dressed before the stream. So I have. Don't be sorry for leaving. Go take care of yourself. Go on, scram. Skedaddle, scoot. Don't make me get a tiny broom and chase you out of here. Gonna get that bit now. Thank you, Gerry. Thank you. Thank you for your offer of a tuft. At least you put on the PJs, that's true. That would be a new nightmare unlocked of doing accidental naked bun streams. So I guess that's what the bunnies do every day. It made me giggle, a comment on the latest Comfort Zone where someone said, I can't remember who it was, but someone said Bryony had a dream about a green armless dog that could talk, and says that the weirdest part about her dream is that she had clothes on. I'm like, yeah, it do be like that. It was just very notable. Would be a very risky stream. It's true. It's like when it's been summer And I'm like, oh, can I get away with not bothering to put on socks for a bunny stream? But there's just the whole, feet twitch malarkey. So even when it's boiling hot summer, I'll make sure I'm wearing socks. As uncomfortable as it is. Sorry, hiccups. But yeah. So I think even then... Oh my gosh. Sorry. I did a silent hiccup, but it was all inside my mouth and it was... What is that noise? Fifi? I don't even understand how you made that noise. What were you doing? Oh no. Fifi, I got the hiccups. You can't scare me. No, you have to scare me, I mean. Tuck this in. There we go. Oh, jeez. Everything's kicking off all at once. Hello! I don't have more food. I'm sorry. Smithy once put his toes in his mouth on stream. I think it'd be okay without socks. Well, technically his feet were covered then. So I had to say goodbye to a pair of my socks yesterday. They were getting to the point of like every now and then like half my toes would just slip out. Like they were literally like, when you get those gloves that are fingerless but they've got the big mitten flap and you can just pull the mitten flap back and have them digits wriggling free. It was like that in sock form. The hole was so big on the bottom. And I said to Alex, I was like, do you reckon it's time I throw these away? And he's like, yes. But I love getting new socks. I'm so sad that I got given that sock calendar and then all of them got holes in the same place on the toes. I don't know if it was just like, maybe it's to do with where that company puts their, like the packaging? Or, I don't know. But it was, I was so sad because I loved all of them. And I was like, this is great. I've got socks sorted for the year. I don't have to worry about getting more socks. And then all of a sudden, I tried like darning all of them, but then I just got awkward lumps. But yeah, dear oh dear. I got gifted lots of bamboo socks, but the heels wear through fast. I genuinely think that socks. I genuinely think if I was like, if money wasn't an object and I could have any like luxury subscription service, I would go for a socks one. I bloody love just new socks every month. Oh, that's the life. This is my I'm on DuckTales Larry moment. But yes. Oof. Hello, baby boy. Hello, baby boy. Speaking of Dan, saw a familiar sounding dog on Yogg's Games Twitter. I don't know what you mean. It could be anyone. Teehee. You can get new socks by post every month if you want. I do. All of my money goes on the bunnies. If ever I, became the next... Gerry, what is these little chomps you're doing? You a chomp boy? Chomp. If ever I, became the next insert name of, I don't know, Ninja? Who are the big streamers? I don't actually know. Then I'd treat myself to socks. That's the dream. One of these days. Socks. Well, If you won the lottery, there would be signs. Yeah, I'd actually have new socks. Rather than my poor ones that are just like, please let us die. We don't want this anymore. I'm just like, no, one more wear. One more wear. Well, Rob, are you good to do a raid? I must run away because I've got to go and get the boss. Misty just went live. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. I will be on the Yogscast channel at 2. Why don't you go on Amazon and bulk buy for 12? Well, this is the thing. I like to try and avoid Amazon as much as possible. I try and shop ethical and local and such. And I also I prefer getting more sustainable malarkey, such as, wait, we could get Pyrian, but Pyrian said nice things. Pyrian said, I was surprised that Pyrian said such lovely things, because I always feel like I'm very boring. So him saying that, I was just like, oh, that's so kind. Well, I think I'm going to... Wait, that's... No, I didn't want to start that sentence, and then I didn't know how to finish it, because I didn't mean to. Everyone, look after yourselves, and be good, and I'll see some of you later for Tears of the Kingdom. Gerry's having a lovely toffee right now, so this is to see you off. But bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. I don't know where Fifi is. Off doing crime somewhere. She criming. Oh Lord, she criming. Thank you, cow. Bye-bye. A boop.